I remember when I was 15 and I went out early in the morning and went fishing with my sister. And oh my gosh, we caught a fish. What were we to do with it? I had no idea what to do with that fish. And what I ended up doing with that fish was basically torturing it to death because I didn't know what to do with it. I'm telling you that story because this is an analogy for what happens when people get a fish or a person on the phone with them and they wonder, what am I supposed to do? I'm Lorna Rasmussen, and we're talking about networking, prospecting, and how to move that prospect through a system. So you've talked to the person, you've built rapport. Remember, that's very important. You've also gotten to a point with that person where you know that they need either your service or your product, service, or your business opportunity, and you have asked them for permission to send them something, and they have agreed, and you've made an appointment to follow up. Now you're following up. What's the most important thing is that you follow up when you said you would. You call them back at 10 o'clock because that's when you said you would call them back. In fact, I make it a point to call them right on the dot of 10 o'clock. Sometimes they're not there. Sometimes they're later. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be the responsible person. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. The very first question is, did you have a chance to look at the video? Because without a look at them looking at the video, you have nothing to talk about. You are not going to introduce them to the person you have on the phone with you. You are not going to launch into a presentation yourself, because it's so important that they understand they just are going to watch a video. They don't need to, if they come into the business, they don't need to know a whole bunch about the business because they're going to pass out videos. So it's critically important you do not explain things to them. You simply get them to look at the information. If they say yes, you say, terrific. I have my business partner so-and-so on the phone. Remember, I told you they're training me. So I'm going to basically turn it over to them to answer your questions, and we'll just go from there. So-and-so, this is a lovely lady that I met the other night. She is so impressive what she's doing. You tell them all kinds of nice things about her. And Miss Prospect, this is my mentor. They have been associated with this business for over 20 years. They've been very successful. They really like to help people. So feel free to ask them any questions that you have. And now I shut up. This is called a three-way call. The most important thing that you're going to do during that three-way call yourself is take notes. And only engage in that call if you are invited to do so by the person who is answering the questions. So you are not going to talk at all until the very end, and there's a role for you at the end. What the person that is the expert on the call, your mentor, is going to do is they're going to ask a very important question, and that question is, what did you like best? You looked at the video. What did you like best? What caught your attention? And that is going to be the direction that the conversation goes in. They're going to express for themselves what they've done or what they've accomplished, or wherever the conversation goes, they are taking the lead on that conversation based on what the prospect has said to them. And we're not going to go into a whole bunch of different closes and whatnot, but basically what I'm going to tell you is that you are looking for that buying decision. So at the very end, one of the best things I've ever heard for making a buying decision around a business opportunity is to ask that person questions that get them to think about what they would like to see. So Miss Prospect, you said that you would be interested in making some extra money. How much extra money would it be worth your while doing this business to get? How much would you need? And they say $500 extra a month. Terrific. How much time do you have to put in order to earn that $500? Oh, I could probably put in 10 to 15 hours. Okay, fantastic. How long would you give it? This isn't a job. You don't get paid immediately. You have to build a business. But how long would you give it to build that business up to the point where it's making you an extra $500 a month? Oh, 2 to 3 months. Okay. So if I could show you how you can earn an extra $500 a month working, say, 10 hours a week and it would take you 2 to 3 months to get there. Is there any reason why you wouldn't say yes to this business opportunity and get started with us today? And again, you shut up and you don't say anything. So that's the process of taking somebody from meeting them, building rapport, all the way through to starting them in your business. Obviously, there's some other things that can go one way or the other, but that's the basic thing to be thinking about as you go out and meet new people and develop your business. It's easy, it's fun, and if you can't do it on the first one, you'll do it on the second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one. It's a learnable skill, and I hope I've helped you move your skill set along a little. Thanks so much.